Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing a lot better. I wanted to talk today about One Piece Pirate Warriors 4, because it seems like that's the current video game that's going to be carrying One Piece fans for a while. I don't see a One Piece game in the foreseeable future because there was not one revealed at One Piece Day 2025. And to me, that screams like a big shift in gears, right? Because One Piece Odyssey was horrible. I bought the collector's edition. I platinumed the game. The game's awful. I don't care. It's like the worst game I've ever played, and I'm sad because it's a One Piece game, and the graphics are so good. But that game was so bad that when the DLC came out, I doubt anyone bought it. So the Bandai Namco probably just abandoned it and immediately put stocks back into Pirate Warriors when they added Roger, Yamato, and I think it was like Luffy. No, it was like Luffy. Yeah, it was Onigashima Luffy with Gear 5, Yamato, and then Kaido in his hybrid form. That was the first DLC that they brought back to Pirate Warriors after not having DLC for a long time. Then an even longer period of time went by, and they released like Film Red, Shanks, Kobe, and like Young Garp, which honestly was really fun. I really like the way that those characters play. Then they went ahead and released, I guess it was just Film Red Kobe and Film Red Shanks. Maybe someone else. I don't remember who the third one was. If there were, oh, Uta, duh. And then now they've done the most recent one, which would be Roger, Rayleigh, and Garp, all in their young forms. Now, Roger's playstyle is crazy. I'm going to have some footage throughout this video. Maybe not of people who I'm talking about currently, but whatever. Roger's playstyle is absolutely insane, and if you haven't played as him, I'd highly suggest you play as him. The point of talking about One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 is because I'm going to assume that they will hit a One Piece Pirate Warriors 5. I don't think that it's going to come anytime soon. Like, I'm not talking a year or two from now. I'm talking this game's coming 3 years, 4 or 5 years from now. And that's going to be because it's going to have, like, the entirety of Dressrosa. It's going to have the entirety of Wano. It's going to have the full canon versions of both of those. It's going to then have Egghead, probably a non-canon version of Egghead, probably a non-canon version of Elbaf, and then whatever nonsensical stuff that we've gotten into for the next arc after Elbaf. If we're, 5 years down the line, we won't still be in Elbaf. So we should have some sort of semblance to either the final saga, like the actual last 3 arcs, or when Pirate Warriors 5 releases, One Piece will be near ending. This is because I think that the amount of moves, characters, and levels are going to be highly shrunken down. Because if you play One Piece Pirate Warriors 3 and One Piece Pirate Warriors 4, you get a very good retelling of One Piece, almost every arc too, between those two games. Pirate Warriors 4 kind of drops the ball a little bit, but then it also has all of Dressrosa, which is fun. It's a great battle. From there, I'm just thinking that because you can encapsulate all of One Piece in Pirate Warriors 3 and 4, it only makes sense that Pirate Warriors 5 will have what's missing from the current stuff. So Dressrosa was non-canon in Pirate Warriors 3. In Pirate Warriors 4, it was half canon. So I can see a whole canon finalized battle of Dressrosa, and hell, even throw Kyros as a playable character in Diamante too. That's actually one more thing I would like to bring up. One failing of Pirate Warriors 4 is just the character selection. It's just not that good. And then a lot of characters don't have canon movesets, even though they do have enough moves to have canon movesets, such as Smoker. If you look at Smoker's moves, not a single one of them are his canon used moves. It doesn't make sense. Going from here, I just want to say that having all the non-canon characters, like Uroge, for example, like, nobody cares about him. He hasn't done anything, so we don't feel a connection to him. So a character like that as DLC is a little bit wasted. So the new DLC characters coming out, well, we got like Zed from Film Z, NL, and King. Those are great characters. We all voted on those, right? But then after that, we have Awakened Rob Lucci, and then like potential characters like Ulti and someone else like Sengoku maybe. Those guys look awesome, and I really am excited for Awakened Rob Lucci and Zed. Like, NL, cool. We played as him in Pirate Warriors 3, so I don't really care. And then King, I've never really been a fan of King. I know a lot of people are going to be like, what? You don't like King? No, I don't. I love that he's a Lunarian. Devil Fruit is cool, but I just think, like, I just don't really like him as a, like, I don't like villains very much, like, outside of their design and the way they fight. Like, I don't really, like, put stocks in them, you know? But this is just a quick video. I don't really have anything else more to say. I just think that Pirate Warriors 4 is going to be the bastion for One Piece gaming for a while because the abysmal failure of One Piece Odyssey. I don't know, who do you guys want to see next in One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 for DLC if they go past this one? Or who did you vote for the characters past Rob Lucci? That's like Ultis and Goku. I think Vivi and Karu were a character. I voted for Vivi and Karu, for example, because why not? Anyways, it's nice to be back. Have a good day, y'all.